season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Warriors have the basketball. To Sean Livingston. To Curry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Steph lets loose. Can't connect. Danny Green here against Steph. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lowry, it's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs, there's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Kyle Lowry with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Got it. Curry with the basketball. Now down 6. Gets it in the left corner. Curry. That pass taken away by Toronto.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Danny Green to Lowry. Not that time. Curry into the front court. Down 6. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Danny Green at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Livingston across the timeline. They trail by 7. To Curry. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Sean Livingston. Well defended. Shot no good. If there was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 4. Good start. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Curry. To Cousins. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Danny Green to Gasol. Lowry matched up with the two-time MVP. The drive right to the basket. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Looking good, 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket inside. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
To Curry. Livingston. Curry to the basket, but it won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Lowry to Danny Green. And he'll go to the foul line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Warriors basketball. Raptors come away with it. Oh, emphatic slam.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a dozen. To Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lowry to Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. And scores. Strong take.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Screen coming. To Green. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Lowry with it. His guys leading by 14. To Gasol. And the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Livingston. To Green. Here comes the screen. Green. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Lowry, deep left corner. So Lowry throws it down. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You knew he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. Green to Sean Livingston. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry into the front court. They lead it by 14. Knocks it down from mid-range.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. We got plenty of time.
Lowry sizing up Draymond Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Sean Livingston. That's no good. Lowry into the front court. The lead is 15. To Leonard. Lowry. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Cousins. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guy's up by 15. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Now that's a contest.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lowry to Leonard. Lowry. And it's Iguodala to claim the rebound. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Curling inside. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Lowry with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Driving right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Deep three at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Golden State basketball. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Cleared by Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Iguodala. From the outside, no good. Iguodala to bring it up. His guys trail by 13. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Lowry. Shot from the lane won't go. Livingston to bring it up. Trailing by 11. The drive right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. Fred Van Vliet. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play, the lead grows to 12. Curry to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lowry here against Steph. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Steph Curry. 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lowry to Gasol. Lowry to Leonard. Gets it in the left corner. Kawhi Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Possession lies with Golden State. Here comes the screen. Curry. To Green. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lowry into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Taken by the Raptors.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Draymond Green. Deep right corner. Danny Green to Leonard. 5 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Cleans it up. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Pascal Siakam. Leonard. Fine to shoot for Toronto. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Shaun Livingston. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Can't miss those. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Here's Curry with it up top. His guys currently down by 13 to Shaun Livingston. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes to the left side. No, I missed a short one there. Leonard. Golden State at the controls. Cousins to Curry. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. Lowry into the front court. His team on top by 13. Here comes the screen. Lowry. Green always looking for the steal. To Danny Green. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kawhi Leonard against the native of Sweden. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Curry to Cousins. Down to 5 on the 24. Cousins to Shaun Livingston. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. Not that time. Livingston across the timeline. Trailing by 15. That's rebounded by Toronto. Lowry to Leonard. Screen coming. Leonard. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Raptors come away with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Curry to Shaun Livingston. Shot clock winding down. Green. Won't go down. Danny Green to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Warriors have the basketball. Cousins to Curry. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Lowry with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Screen coming. Lowry takes aim at Livingston. To Danny Green. Lowry. Kyle Lowry is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming.
You know that's easy. They can't guard
you. And he hits all 3 free throws.
Shot, bro.
Livingston to bring it up. Down a bundle.
Wait on it.
To Green. Cousins. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Toronto with the basketball. Screen coming. Kawhi Leonard defended by Cousins. And he dunks it down for 2.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Screen coming. 5 to shoot. To Green. 24-second violation. Time to shuffle things up. Lowry to Leonard. To Lowry.
Wait on it.
They'll get it down to Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys down big. Cousins to Sean Livingston. To Cousins. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
that. I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Warriors basketball. To Sean Livingston. Screen coming. Livingston. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Two for 2 on that trip. It's Steph Curry with the rock. Here comes the screen. Curry to Cousins. Marc Gasol pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Driving right to the basket. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Iguodala to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. To Curry. Here comes the screen. Curry. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Boogie. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Fires the 3. Tough shot. You've got to body up Livingston. Hits the 3.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good 3-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance. They're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Marc Gasol. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Cousins able to convert inside.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the 2.
Prices coming down. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Pascal Siakam. And count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's Golden State basketball. To Sean Livingston. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Leonard. Great dish to set it up. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Curry. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lowry defended by Steph Curry. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It's Steph at the controls. To Green. Short jumper won't fall. Danny Green takes aim at Livingston. To Leonard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. A shot by Green, no good. Toronto has the basketball. Kawhi Leonard somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Screen coming. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard takes aim at Steph Curry. Cashes in for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Leonard on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Curry. Here's a chance from long range. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Add 2 points to the board.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Curry driving, but his shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Ibaka. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Livingston to Curry. Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Possession lies with Golden State. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Pass to Cousins, down low. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Ibaka. It was right there. to Van Vliet.
And it's my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball. Got him. Good track. Good track. Yep.
Leonard. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Substitution being made in this one. Curry. Screen coming. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Damian Jones. Fred VanVleet. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
2-point shot for Curry. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Ibaka. Leonard. And finally play is stopped on the tie-up. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Ibaka. Download this all. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Down low for Leonard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Leonard to Gasol. Curling inside. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Ah, the monster stuff. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Goes to the left side from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Curry with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Warriors with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Quinn Cook is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Three for 3. Nice. ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Cook. Steph Curry, snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Here's Leonard for two. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Curry. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Curry. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fred VanVleet. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Warriors have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Stephen Curry with a look. Doesn't get the bounce. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Rises for the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. No. Shot by Curry, no good. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Golden State at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. The Raptors able to clear the board. Jonas Jerebko swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh!
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
OG Anunoby sizing up Iguodala. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Warriors have the basketball. Beyond the arc for 3. Jonas Jerebko is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. And he hits the second. Off the mark, only makes 1 of 3. To Leonard. To Ibaka. Leonard. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The rebound comes down to Toronto. Leonard to Van Vliet. And he buries it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Short jumper misses. Fred Van Vliet, they'll get it down to Leonard and finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Changes coming from both sides right now. On the drive, it's cooked, but he can't finish. Lowry to Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. No good. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lowry to Leonard. Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
To Green. Livingston. Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. Livingston. Down low, Boogie. To Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Down low to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lowry. To Danny Green. Whoa! What a finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Cousins. Green to Cousins. Lets it fly from long range. And DeMarcus Cousins buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Lowry to Leonard. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. New blood coming in for both sides. Lowry. Shot from in close, no good. Green to Sean Livingston. Five seconds to shoot. The shot clock expires. Time for some new personnel into the game. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Livingston. To Gasol. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here comes the screen. Curry to Green. Five to shoot for Golden State. It's Steph for two. Deep two there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Curry. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Cousins. Rebound comes to Lowry.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
So Lowry for three. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Curry into the front court. His guys down big to Cousins. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lowry. To Leonard. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Green. Cousins. To Curry. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lowry against the KG veteran Iguodala. Leonard. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Good look that time, but off the mark. Runner's good there.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Lowry to Leonard. To Gasol, down low. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Curry. Marc Gasol with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Danny Green to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Lowry. Has a look. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Cousins, that is no good. Very curious shot selection right there. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. It's the Raptors with the victory.